Long-nosed Bandicoot. The long-nosed bandicoot's binomial name is Parameles nasuta, and its classification is Animalia, Chordata, Mammalia, Paramelimorphia, Paramelidae, Parameles, and Nasuta. Bandicoots forage in open areas during the night and rest in nests. They live in rainforest gullies and grassy woodlands along the eastern coast of Australia, from northern Queensland to Victoria. Its role in the ecosystem. This bandicoot is omnivorous with an opportunistic diet primarily consisting of invertebrates, insects, and hypergirl fungi. For shelter they rely on mosaic vegetation, using a concealed nest based on a shallow hole lined with leaves and grass under debris or soil for greater concealment. Bandicoots are also nocturnal animals, which means they are active at night. They will spend the day hidden in dense vegetation to avoid predators. Due to their small size, bandicoots are easy for prey for introduced species such as dogs, cats, foxes, and native snakes and dingoes. Here is the food chain of the bandicoot, with the producer as algae, the first consumer as a snail, the secondary consumer as the funnel-web spider, the tertiary consumer as the long-nosed bandicoot, and the quaternary consumer as the dingo, with the arrows showing where the flow of energy goes. The food web consists of the wallaby grass eaten by the moth and tree seeds which are eaten by ants. All four of these are then eaten by the plains wanderer, with just the ants eaten by the bandicoot, leaving the bandicoot and wanderer to be eaten by both the dingo and tiger snake. Without the long-nosed bandicoot, the food web would have major problems, with the wanderer decreasing in population as it's the only prey for the dingo and snake, which means they would decrease as well. This would lead to an increase in moth and ants as there is only few wanderers eating them, which would finally decrease the amount of tree seeds and wallaby grass. The long-nosed bandicoot is endangered for many reasons, such as introduced and native species killing them and taking away their habitats, forcing them to move to new places. The main problem is land clearing for infrastructure, moving them from their homes into worse conditions or being killed in the area. Unfortunately, there are also many roadkills that assist. Taronga Zoo is working with the New South Wales National Parks and Wildlife Service to develop and run the first recovery plan for a mammal species in an urban and natural context. The program aims to help the population by increasing protection for the bandicoot on both publicly owned and freehold land. Taronga Zoo is decreasing threats while educating the community about these issues. Their role is to provide veterinary expertise in the rehabilitation of injured bandicoots through the Taronga Wildlife Hospital. They are also researching the development of an on-site breeding program for a breed for release initiative in the future. Here are the websites I've used.